It's Accountech Bytes, your reconcile and rollout roundup of the week's news in accounting technology with me, Tom Herbert. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, if you can remember to like, subscribe, or follow, I'd be extremely grateful. Before we begin, I hope you'll forgive me for a quick plug. This is the last video before our finance, accounting, and bookkeeping show in Birmingham at the NEC, 11th and 12th of March, which for the observant among you is next week. Come on one day, come on both days. I'll be there. For more information and tickets, it's fab.uk. On with the show. And let's start with news that a KPMG partner down in Australia has been fined for using artificial intelligence to cheat in an AI training test. So this is an internal training course at the Big Four firm where the unnamed partner was caught and fined 10,000 Aussie bucks for using the technology. Apparently more than 24 KPMG Australia staff have been caught using AI tools to cheat in internal exams. Apparently KPMG are using AI tools to catch its employees using AI during AI training courses. Are you keeping up with this? I'm not sure I am. KPMG Australia, of course, no strangers to a cheating scandal. Back in 2021, it was fined 615,000 Aussie dollars after more than 1,000 partners were caught sharing answers to tests. But some commentators have noted the irony of using AI to cheat in AI training, with one AI guru going further and saying that it's not a cheating problem, it's a training problem. It's certainly a fast-moving area, and one where I think we're going to see the lines redrawn at pace over the next few years. Next up, a big congratulations to tax accountant Alan Cole. Now, what I know about US prediction market software, you could probably write on a postage stamp. But looking at one of the popular platforms, Kalshi, it basically looks like you can bet on anything. It's one of those developments that makes me feel incredibly old and reactionary. But anyway, accountant Alan Cole read about dubious salute fan Elon Musk's short-lived Department of Government Efficiency and its claims that it could effectively reduce federal spending in a year, and decided to use Kalshi to bet against it. Not entirely sure how this works, but he wagers his entire life savings, $342,000, that the federal budget wouldn't shrink. And when the government released its 2025 year-end spending report showing an increase, he walked away with $470,000, a handsome $128,000 profit. What a time to be alive. On to more sober, less silly financial news. And business bank Alica, which services the sort of big S and small m of the SME market, has raised $155 million in a Series D fundraise to accelerate its UK growth tech investment and expand overseas. Alica now has 30,000 SMB business customers across the UK, and the round values it at close to $1.2 billion. Accounting suite Iris has raised a warning flag to PTP and KeyTime users. So these are both products that Iris has acquired in the past and will now be discontinued on the 31st of March 2026. If you haven't already, it's well worth considering alternatives. A big thanks to Bright CEO Stephen Murdoch, who joined me on the latest No Accounting for Tech podcast to discuss Bright's ambitious journey, acquiring at least 9 different apps in the accounting ecosystem and merging them into a one-stop shop for accounting firms. We also talked about the group's controversial decision to move its flagship payroll product, BrightPay, completely from desktop into the cloud, and also covered how it was embedding AI into its workflow rather than making anything particularly flashy. You can listen to that by searching for Accounting Web on your podcast player of choice, or by visiting the link in the description and clicking play. Mid-market cloud accounting platform iPlicit has announced a partnership with payments provider Cresco to offer embedded payments within the iPlicit platform to UK customers. So this release on the news says that iPlicit Pay will enable iPlicit users to reduce the time it takes to process payments. Cloud accounting platform FreeAgent has continued its integration tear by announcing another tie-up, this time with Active, which is a cloud work papers and accounts platform. So the integration page on the FreeAgent site says that connecting Active to FreeAgent will eliminate the manual data transfer process and empower you to achieve greater efficiency and accuracy. AI solution Bots for That has announced an MTD command center targeting the government's Making Tax Digital program. So the command center is a single intelligent dashboard giving accounting firms real-time control over their entire client portfolio. And Bots for That go full Tolkien by branding it a one AI tool to rule them all, with the command center consolidating every client's tax position into one live interface streamed directly from HMRC. Let's head across the Baltic to our favourite Estonian practice management system, Uku, which has just launched version 3 of its product with 11 new features and 8 improvements. Its founder says that not a single one will make the tech headlines. Not sure what the Estonian for au contraire is, but hopefully this will do rain. So the client area has a new look with 4 tabs and one click to the correct section. You can pick a calendar view. There's an invoice preview feature. You can color code your topics, plus a lot more. Payments platform Payhawk has announced newly verified AI agents to collect invoices, which it claims will save 4 years of manual work for customers. So these agents retrieve invoices directly from vendor portals. Apparently, employees having to log into vendor portals to search billing sections for invoices, download them, upload them to expenses, or relying on inbox forwarding rules just to capture documents is the slowest part of the processing process. Let's unpack that 4 years claim. Apparently it takes 3 minutes per invoice to find on an invoice portal. Payhawk expects its customers to have more than 500,000 online invoices that need to be collected in 2026, which will result in around 4 years of saved manual work for its customers. And finally, a shout out to the Norwegian Consumer Council, first reference on the video, who produced a report on the fact that digital products and services are getting worse, but instead of just moaning, provided a few alternatives for how to reverse the trend. I can highly commend the report, which tackles the phenomenon known as enshittification, first popularized by Cory Doctorow. The report calls for stronger rights for consumers, interoperability, data portability, and vigorous enforcement of competition law. It's a great start. Whether any governments will actually listen is another matter. And that's your lot for this week. Thank you very much for watching. As always, if you'd be kind enough to like, subscribe, or follow, that would be great. I'm not exactly sure whether I'll have time to record a video from the show floor next week. So let's say I'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye for now.